Good morning. Really? All right, that's a little better. This is, after all, a day of rejoicing. Is it not, graduates? My name is Bob Glenn, and it is my privilege and honor to be the president at the University of Houston, Victoria, and to be the one to welcome you to this annual commencement ceremony. We're going to begin today's ceremony with the singing of the national anthem. So I would ask that you stand, and we will be led in the national anthem by Brian Gibbs, a UHV student and member of the Houston Opera Chorus. Brian is singing today to honor and memorialize his mother, Dorthula Gibbs, and his sister, Lentine Michelle Gibbs. After the anthem, please remain standing for a moment of reflection that will be led by UHV Student Government Association President, Ms. Kai Martinez. Please welcome Brian Gibbs.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Hello, fellow Jaguars. First, I would like to congratulate you all on reaching this important achievement. It's been quite a journey. I want to applaud you all for persevering and completing your degrees despite the struggles of the pandemic and all other difficulties we each have faced. Each of you have proved that we as Jaguars are truly exceptional. Now, as we prepare for the future and the journey ahead for each of us, let's take a moment to reflect on the steps that brought us here. Think back on your journey, but don't look back with regret at your struggles. Look back and know that you have come through and moved beyond to something better. Look back and remember all the people who have supported you and encouraged you on your journey. Please join me in this moment of reflection. Thank you. Please be seated.
Now, I'm just going to tell you, if you don't feel better after hearing that singing of the national anthem, you may want to check your pulse. You may have passed away and not noticed. Let's have another round of applause for Brian Gibbs for that exceptional job. We are here today to participate in a ceremony of celebration that stretches back through history for 1,000 years. I'd like to talk about that tradition for just a minute or two. Starting around 1000 AD, there were no universities and no libraries. Additionally, there was a very strict class system. If you were born in a particular station, it was inevitable that you would spend your entire life at that station. In other words, if you were born a peasant or a farmer or a baker or anything else along the spectrum, that is where you spent your entire life. And part of what kept you in place was your clothing. What you were wearing was a sure sign of your station in life and what was expected of you. Moving up in the world was an extremely remote possibility. Books were a scarce commodity, and so consequently was knowledge. Coming into possession of knowledge was one of the few ways a person could move up in a world where there was a rigid society. If one was able to learn how to read, finding books would be the next obstacle. There were only two places to find books: monasteries and private libraries. But monasteries were the only place where books could be accessed by someone not of noble birth. Men who wanted to seek knowledge and better their lot in life came to the monastery to find it. In most cases, these seekers of knowledge were young initiates into the priesthood called clerics. They were required to join the monastery and wear the clerical robe as a declaration to the world of the path they had chosen. In doing so, they did more than simply declare their identity. They also took on certain responsibilities to everyone they encountered. To put on the robe was a life-changing event. A person who put on the robe of a cleric was committing himself to serving others as well as himself. As time progressed, the wearing of robes became increasingly symbolic. As universities developed an identity separate from the monastery, the meaning of the robe changed. The academic robes you see today became associated with teaching. But even in change, the real meaning of the robes remained basically the same. The wearing of the academic robe by our faculty is still an expression of who we are and what purpose we are supposed to serve in society. It carries with it certain obligations. Concepts like academic integrity and service are inherent parts of accepting a place within the community of scholars. When we wear the regalia, we are still saying to society that we are seekers of knowledge and that we are here to serve others as well as ourselves, and that we recognize our obligation to those who are present today. 1,000 years ago, when a cleric put on the robe, he was saying that he was a new person, a member of a new community. When a cleric put on the robe, it was, in fact, a life-changing event for him. I believe the faculty members assembled here today in your honor will tell you that their decision to pursue their educational dreams, to don their robes, was a life-changing event for them in every positive way possible. My hope for each of you is that the education you received here helps you achieve the future you see for yourself, and that there will come a time, perhaps today, when you agree that it changed your life too. But I would remind you that today's ceremony is called commencement, not conclusion. You are not through, you are starting. From this day forward, you are a clear example of what a degree from UHB can do for a person. You are now and forever will be the sons and daughters of UHB, a member of the Jaguar family, an alumnus. Whatever field you have chosen, people will look at you and judge us. When you come up here to get your degree, the last thing I will tell you is, now go and do good work. Go out and show the world how a UHB degree can help you open any door you want to pass through. I want you to know that as you go out today to engage your future and change your world, that UHB is proud of what you have accomplished. But we are looking forward to being prouder still as we watch what you will accomplish in your life, the lives of your family and the lives of your community. Do good work, make us prouder. And while we are talking about your community, I want to remind you of something that I truly believe every educated person knows. You rarely accomplish anything of value alone. Our greatest accomplishments are those we achieve with others, not in spite of others. Olympic sprinter and three-time gold medalist Wilma Rudolph once noted, "No matter what accomplishments you make, somebody helps you. You are here today surrounded by the people who literally or figuratively helped you achieve this distinction. These are your people. They helped you get you here today. Think about that, and then before you leave this place, thank them. An educated person knows the importance of being thankful. Be thankful to your people. Life is waiting for you to experience it. It is indeed a summation of the experience we have from the moment we take our first breath until the moment we take our last. During these past few years, we have had experiences together that will remain with us for a lifetime. In many ways, they have shaped us and they have forced us to make decisions about how we choose to live among each other going forward. Therefore, being thankful, grateful, gracious, compassionate, and understanding are all signs that the knowledge we have obtained is worthy of the responsibility we have to this planet that we share. So my message to you today is both short and simple. Celebrate this joyous occasion. Be proud of what you accomplished, and be hopeful about the path you have chosen. Let the robe you are wearing be your declaration to the world of who you are and where you are going. Embrace and thank your people. Let this commencement exercise be the start of the next stage of your life. Stand proud that you are part of the UHV family and show the world what you and UHV can accomplish together. Joining us today in our ceremony is a distinguished representative from the UH System Board of Regents, and that is Vice Chairman Jack Moore. He will be coming forward now to bring you greetings from the UH Board of Regents.
Thank you, President Glenn. Graduates, your hard work, sacrifice, and dedication have finally paid off. Today you get to walk across this stage and receive your hard-earned college degree. Give yourself a round of applause. I think as President Glenn said too, while we celebrate your accomplishments, let us not forget the faculty, staff, family, and friends who have helped you along the way. Be sure to thank them for their support. And graduates, this is a day that you will never forget. It's been many years since I received my degree from your sister university, the University of Houston, but I can tell you it's a day I still remember very fondly. There's nothing like walking across this stage to see the vision you've long dreamed of becoming a reality. I can also tell you that my degree has served me well, and I know yours will take you to even greater heights. I've been fortunate to have a rewarding and successful career, and it all started with my college education at the University of Houston. And although the business world has changed quite dramatically since I've been in it, over the years, those core principles that I learned in my college courses have helped me get through this stage today. And my professional life has been lifted because of the work that the U of H and the opportunity that U of H gave me. I'm confident, too, that you will find the same value in your degree. And I know that if you apply what you have learned here with a strong work ethic, you'll be leaders in your field. The knowledge you've gained here at UHV has prepared you for the rigors of the professional world and given you an edge on the competition. It's equipped you to tackle corporate challenges, to think creatively, to launch your own business, or to be of service to others. And whatever career path you take, your UHV degree has readied you for the road ahead. You have a lot to be proud of as a UHV graduate. You worked long and hard to gain the skills, knowledge, and attributes you need to soar in your profession and bring value to society and your community. The work that you did here matters, not only for yourself, but also for future generations. UHV is an integral part of this community, and its continual growth has a lasting impact on this region. And now each of you will go out and contribute to that impact. And so it's my pleasure to honor to congratulate you and formally welcome you as alumni of U of HV, and I know you will succeed because you already have. So on behalf of U of H Systems, on behalf of the Board of Regents, congratulations. Best wishes to all of you in your future endeavors. Go Jags!
I'm also happy to present to you some representatives from our President's Regional Advisory Board who are here on the platform. This board is a group of outstanding citizens who offer the university administration wise and timely advice on many issues. I would ask that those members please stand and be recognized as I call their names. Dr. Tina Harrington, Dr. Jennifer Kent, and Deborah Williams. Please join me in recognizing these members of the Regional Advisory Board. We also have, sitting on the platform, a number of our executives who work with me on a daily basis to help manage the college's affairs. So I would ask the members who are part of the Executive Cabinet and President's Cabinet sitting on the board to stand now to be recognized. I also want to acknowledge my wife, Laurie, who I appreciate very much as I serve as UHV's president. She is sitting today with Amy White, the wife of our distinguished commencement speaker, Harold Sonny White. Amy and Laurie, would you please stand to be recognized by the audience? Problem with the script is you have to keep your place in it. You've already seen a faculty representative, our Grand Marshal, Dr. Sandy Veneman, President of the Faculty Senate and Professor of Psychology in the College of Liberal Arts and Social Sciences and Biology in the College of Natural and Applied Sciences. The Grand Marshal plays an important role in today's ceremony. Please join me in greeting Dr. Veneman. And sitting in front of me are members of our faculty. Students are the lifeblood of any university, but surely the heart that pumps that blood is our faculty. And so I would like to ask our faculty members to please stand so that we give our students a chance to express their appreciation to you. Thank you. And now I'd like to welcome up Sarah Stanilin, the outstanding undergraduate student for the College of Liberal Arts and Social Sciences, to offer some remarks as one of today's graduating students.
Good morning, everyone. I am so honored and privileged to be a part of this amazing graduating class. And guys, we did it. I want to give a big thank you to the College of Liberal Arts and Social Sciences faculty for selecting me as your outstanding undergraduate student and giving me the opportunity to speak today. I certainly wouldn't be standing up here without the unconditional support from my professors, and colleagues. So again, thank you all very much. There's not much I can say that you haven't already heard or aren't already thinking about today, and what a big accomplishment college graduation is. So I'll just briefly remind you of the thing that brought each of us to this very moment. From the beginning of our college journey until now, we have experienced many highs and lows. I know we can each recall the times when we were completely drained of all faith and hope to keep going, probably close to 11:59 p.m., or especially during COVID. But there was something that pushed us forward and up the ladder to where we are today. And I am certain that that thing was love. The outright, authentic, and perpetual displays of love that we all experience on a daily basis. Whether that's a random act of kindness, support from your family members, love from the Jaguar family, love from your friends or coworkers, God's love, love for your children, or maybe it was solely self-love that got you through. But during the good and the bad, that love was always there. The Apostle Paul wrote, "And now these three remain, faith, hope, and love. But the greatest of these is love." Today is a product of hard work, passion, and an extraordinary amount of love that surrounds this graduating class. It's true that we wouldn't be here celebrating our accomplishments without love. We all have our differences and difficulties, and people might disagree, but at the end of the day, we all have the ability to spread love. There's a lot of uncertainty about the future, and who knows where we'll go after today. But wherever life takes you, I encourage you to project love so that more amazing moments like this can happen. If we're all determined to be the love that got us to where we are right now, there's nothing that can't be accomplished. So, I hope you all feel extremely proud of your achievements and are excited for the ones that have yet to come. And throughout your personal celebrations of today, remember to celebrate the love that made it possible. And a special shout out to the ones whose love continually pushes me to be the best version of myself and has literally been the glue holding my entire life together: my mom, my grandparents, and of course, my little sister. I couldn't have done it without you guys. So congratulations, UHV class of 2022. May your futures be full of everlasting love. Now, I'd like to welcome up Ms. Yolanda Pena-Wright, the outstanding graduate student for the College of Liberal Arts and Social Sciences.
Let me just lower this a tad. Congratulations, everybody. This is an honor for me, and I would like to thank those who selected me for this honor from the College of Liberal Arts and Social Sciences. Some have said that to pursue a liberal arts degree is a fruitless endeavor, a wasted opportunity. Some have said it's a risky investment. I think it's probably safe to say that today's graduates, myself included, disagree with that statement. I believe that there is no greater calling than to work toward understanding, elevating, and improving the human condition. So let me begin by saying that I applaud each of you for following your dreams and investing in your future. Be assured, it is not a fruitless endeavor. Today is a day of celebration. It's a time to breathe a sigh of relief, a moment to revel in the joy of our accomplishments. We've put in the hours of reading, we've analyzed the texts, met the deadlines, and listened to hours and hours and hours of lectures. We've written papers that might have made the finish line seem impossible to reach, but we have reached that finish line. We consumed as much knowledge as possible, and we put in the work to earn the honor of sitting here today. So take your moment, enjoy today, because the real work does begin tomorrow. Today's finish line is but one of many yet to come. This is a complex race that we're running. It's more like a decathlon. Now, during this particular leg of this decathlon, this complex race, we have had spectators and cheering sections encouraging us to keep pushing through the pain, to keep pushing through the pandemic in this historic era of unprecedented division, to keep pushing through the social chaos and personal loss and sobering realities. At times, those supporters may have been unwilling participants in our conditioning, sacrificing right alongside us as they weathered the social and cultural turmoil alone while granting us what we needed to accomplish our goals. We owe them a debt of gratitude of infinite proportions. So today, let's also be grateful for our cheering sections and our mentors. And though we celebrate today as we should, tomorrow begins the next leg of this decathlon. Tomorrow, we are wiser, more accomplished competitors. Let us consider the terrain before us. Let us be cautious of the pitfalls that may lie ahead of us. Let us be swift and strategic in how we move forward. We must carry with us always patience and compassion. It is incumbent upon us as accomplished competitors to act with integrity, patience, and compassion. Continue to ask hard questions and look for viable solutions to the problems faced by humanity. We race now to share what we've learned. We run into the future not for shiny medals or trophies, but to save lives. Renosuke Satoru said, "Individually, we are one drop, but together we are an ocean." Please think about that as you continue this complex race and work to make our world a better place. Congratulations, everybody.
Thank you, Sarah and Yolanda, for those inspiring messages. Now I'd like to welcome up today's commencement speaker, Harold Sonny White, who is the Director of Advanced Research and Development at Limitless Space Institute. He has more than 25 years of experience in the aerospace industry with companies and organizations including Boeing, Lockheed Martin, NASA, and now Limitless Space Institute. In his different roles, he leads all research and development work for LSI and establishes priorities for investigations and expenditures. He also obtains grants to support LSI's research and development efforts and markets LSI to major benefactors to increase resources and coordinates events to connect well-known individuals with research efforts. Throughout his career, he has been recognized for his work in human spaceflight as well as his work ethic, technical skills, and abilities as a project manager. He has received some highly regarded awards, including the NASA Medal for Excellence in Achievement, the Silver Snoopy Award, the NASA Spaceflight Awareness Honoree Award, and the NASA Exceptional Engineering Achievement Medal. Please join me in welcoming this year's commencement speaker, Harold Sonny White.
Thank you, President Glenn, for the very kind introduction. I never know how quite to follow all of those nice accolades other than maybe to say my favorite color is yellow and my lucky number is pi. So, good morning, UHV graduates, faculty, family, and friends. Today's commencement is a very special day in your life's story. It represents the culmination of many years of hard work, dedication, perseverance, and sacrifice. You started this quest years ago with a vision and a hope for your future. And although you did not fully know how things would unfold during this journey, the challenges you might experience along the way, or the adversity that you would have to overcome, you committed yourself to this time-honored pursuit of knowledge. While some might view this commencement ceremony as marking the end of a journey, and in a way it does, the first definition of the word commencement, as specified in the Cambridge English Dictionary, is the beginning of something, just as President Glenn said. Therefore, it is my privilege to join you today in the celebration of your achievements at the end of one journey and at the beginning of something new in your life as you set out to build a better future for yourselves, your loved ones, to establish your life's legacy and leave the world a better place for generations to follow. Please allow me to just take a few moments to share with you some of my own life's story, some of the lessons I have learned along the way, 3 to be specific, in the hopes of giving you some useful insights and tools, perhaps even a fair advantage, as you move forward in this next phase of life. The first item I would like to discuss is the concept of a pinnacle objective. Early in my career at NASA, I found myself working in the robotics division at the NASA Johnson Space Center, providing mission support for the Space Shuttle robotic arm and later the International Space Station robotic arm. I worked on consoles supporting nearly every mission that built the International Space Station from the first module to assembly complete. Part of my duties as a subsystem manager for the robotic arms, I routinely found myself giving briefings in front of control boards, technical review panels, program managers, international partners, and agency leadership. In preparation for one of my first presentations to a control board early in my career, my robotics division chief, Walt Guy, a NASA legend, introduced me to this concept of the pinnacle objective. He noted that in any endeavor, small or large, it is of critical importance to clearly identify and articulate the pinnacle objective of the overarching effort. This objective, once clearly identified, serves as the master filter through which all other aspects, decisions, communications, and options are then filtered. If an option or an opportunity arises and it passes through this pinnacle objective filter, and if it is found that the opportunity clearly supports progress towards the overarching goal, then this option may warrant utilization. If, however, the option does not support progress towards a pinnacle objective, it must be dismissed and not allowed to dilute energies and efforts that are critical to achieving the stated goal. The idea of pinnacle objective is scalable from small and immediate, tactical if you will, to immense and long-term, strategic. At the smallest scale, it might take the form of establishing the purpose and expected outcome of an email communication or a briefing to leadership. Why are you sending this email? Or why are you giving this briefing? What do you hope to achieve through this action? Defining this up front helps you be more efficient and effective in these tactical situations. At the grandest scale, this concept might take the form of a company's stated overarching purpose, such as Southwest Airlines, to connect people to what's important in their lives through friendly, reliable, and low-cost air travel. At the individual level, the strategic form of this concept might take the form of an individual deciding to pursue an undergraduate degree or a graduate degree. This pinnacle objective of obtaining a college degree is then used to filter which opportunities you avail yourself of and what activities you support. You forgo an opportunity to enjoy a long weekend at the beach with friends because you have to study and spend hours and hours and hours, as was just said, studying for a test or an exam. So you see, you already have some experience with the concept of establishing a pinnacle objective. And today you are reaping the rewards of staying faithful to that strategic goal. In this digital and interconnected age, the number of distractions competing for our attention and energies are many and varied. There are a lot of ways for us to while away the time and waste our energies. To avoid missed opportunities or lack of growth as you move forward, you owe it to yourself to continue with this tradition of defining the pinnacle objective for each particular phase of your life. Routinely conducting this type of exercise at varied scales will help you better focus your energies and efforts moving forward, help you be more effective in the workplace, and help you experience a fuller and more impactful life for yourself and those you love. The second item I would like to discuss is wherever you find yourself, be a solution finder instead of a problem finder. Let me say that a different way. Be a yes-if type of team member instead of a no-because kind of team member. During my time at NASA, I worked countless types of scenarios combining all manner of complicated spaceflight hardware, robotic systems, and astronauts both inside and outside the spacecraft executing spacewalks, or EVA in NASA parlance, where EVA stands for extravehicular activity. As you can imagine, the stakes are as high as they get. Lives are on the line, and time is of the essence. Space is deadly and an unforgiving environment. Without the spacesuit to protect them, the astronauts would be exposed to temperature extremes ranging from well below freezing to well above the boiling point of water, and where any direct exposure to the vacuum of space will cause an individual's fluids to boil and render them unconscious in seconds. In 1966, NASA engineer Jim LeBlanc was exposed to near vacuum during ground testing of an Apollo spacesuit inside a vacuum chambered test facility located at the NASA Johnson Space Center. He was rendered unconscious in seconds. He noted during the debrief, prior to losing consciousness, he could feel the saliva on his tongue sizzling. Thankfully, quick action on the part of test engineers, coupled with a robust test design approach, allowed the test chamber to reach partial pressure in about 30 seconds, and an intermediate engineer in a partial pressure chamber was able to render assistance, and the chamber was brought to ambient pressure in roughly a minute, saving Jim LeBlanc's life. Prior to the execution of dangerous and complex spaceflight activities, teams of people have to work together to design and build spaceflight hardware, develop flight procedures to allow astronauts and ground controllers to successfully accomplish bold spaceflight objectives, and conduct deep studies of failure scenarios that might occur to ensure that the ground crews and astronauts are well prepared for every eventuality. This process is long and rigorous. While at NASA, I worked with numerous engineers and scientists from around the world, and during that time, I had my fair share of experiences with folks that seemed to live for the opportunity to find and highlight problems. These individuals seemed almost eager to find or highlight a critical issue or flaw with another's plan or design. If this opportunity happened during a public venue, such as a control board, all the better, as they had a bigger audience to witness what they viewed as their value-added contributions. They might be colloquially described as the aha, I knew it wouldn't work member of the team. Now, I do not note this to indicate that there is anything wrong with finding problems or critical issues that need addressing. Indeed, that's not at all what I'm saying. In an environment I just described to you, where people's lives depend on finding and mitigating problems, this review process is of critical importance. Rather, what I'm trying to say, it is how you go about doing that. Yes, finding problems and identifying issues is of critical importance in any endeavor. It is equally important, however, to identify potential solutions or workarounds for those problems. When you find a problem, it's a good exercise to immediately assess if there are possible solutions to the issue you have identified. Ideally, in the process of bringing a problem forward to the rest of the team and leadership, it is good to have thought through some possible solutions and mitigations to the problem so that you might also highlight those thoughts while briefing the rest of the team. In this way, you will serve as a yes-if type of team member rather than a no-because team member. In other words, be a solution finder rather than just a problem stater. This brings me to my last point. We, us, our. Teamwork. President Glenn talked about the importance of the people that are around you, and I'm going to continue on that theme and highlighting the importance of working together. As you move forward in your career, you'll find yourself working with teams on complex and delicate problems. You may on occasion find yourself briefing leadership on the team's behalf. When you do this, it is of critical importance to consciously make use of the pronouns we, us, our, and avoid the use of I, me, mine when telling the story for a team. Avoid the pitfalls of using phrases such as, I accomplished the following, or my calculations clearly show, or for me, I think this is the right path forward. Instead, strive to communicate like this. We feel the best option moving forward is, or the team feels the analysis shows that the performance is going to allow us to achieve the desired objectives. This subtle shift in communication and mindset will help you program your worldview with an appropriate measure of selflessness. Say that again, selflessness. C.S. Lewis once noted that humility is not thinking less of yourself, it's thinking of yourself less. This shift in attitude will serve as an example to the rest of your team and show acknowledgement and appreciation of your team and their efforts to leadership and others. This mindset will make your team feel more engaged, help build better chemistry, and result in a higher performance overall. Teamwork scales to the highest levels. We can see this in the form of the International Space Station, a 500 metric ton space laboratory orbiting the Earth at 17,500 miles an hour with an altitude of roughly 260 miles, assembled over the span of several dozen Space Shuttle, Progress, and Soyuz launches across 2 decades of time with significant contributions by 15 nations from all over the globe. Teamwork scales. An extension of this mindset to highlight is the value of teamwork across the span of time. We live in an age where we get impatient if a friend does not respond to a text message in a few minutes. We might often text them a second time shortly after the first text. Hello, where are you? In our currently digitally enabled culture of instant gratification, we seem to have forgotten the critical importance of teamwork over the grandest and longest of timescales. Let me illustrate with a personal story. I was teaching some classes in Strasbourg, France a couple of years ago. While there, my wife and I had the opportunity to see some of the historical sites in downtown Strasbourg. One of these memorable and historical sites was the Strasbourg Cathedral. This breathtaking construction was nestled in the town center and arranged such that all approaches to the cathedral emptied into a vast cobblestone square sitting in front of the cathedral, whose single spire spans to a height of nearly 500 feet, towering over onlookers and instilling an immediate sense of awe and wonder at first sight. The thing that makes this all the more impressive is that the cathedral's construction was started in the 12th century, 1100 AD, and it was not completed until the 18th century, 1750 AD. This means that the team that built the basement had no hopes of ever seeing the completed building. All they could do was imagine what the completed project might look like. Even so, they knew they had to do their part in building the foundation so that the next generation after them might be able to do their part in building the support columns, and the next generation, the arches, and the next generation, the balustrades, and so on, until the cathedral was complete 6 centuries later. We as a species are capable of greatness so long as we remember that we need one another, and we are better when we work together, not only in the here and now, but also across time and generations. In this way, we might leave the world a better place for ourselves, our children, and the countless generations to come. So in closing, we wish you well in your future endeavors. We have high hopes that you will leave a positive mark on the world and that you will use your talents and energies to leave the world a better place. In time, you too will have opportunities to inspire the next generation to come after you, to mentor them, and to share your stories and experiences with them, and to challenge them to greatness, and to carry on the tradition of selflessness, dedication to duty, honor, and sacrifice, which makes the world a better place. Thank you, and Godspeed.
Thank you, Dr. White, for your presence and your works. I do want to note that we are going to place a brick in front of UHV Center building in honor of your presence here today as our speaker, and to signify that as a result, you are always a part of UHV. And now I'd like to welcome Chance Glenn Sr., UHV Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs, to introduce this year's honors recipients.
Thank you, President Glenn. I would first direct your attention to page 8 in your program to view the list of those faculty recognized by their students and peers for excellence in teaching, research, and service. Dr. Sandy Veneman is here today, and I would ask her to stand. She should be commended along with the other faculty award winners for their work and the difference that they make at the university and in our students' lives. I would also like to recognize outstanding students for Fall 2022, selected by the College of Liberal Arts and Social Sciences and the College of Natural and Applied Science. These students were chosen based on their academic records and related achievements. It is the following student, if the following students are here, would you please stand? And those students are, you've already met this semester's outstanding students for the College of Liberal Arts and Social Sciences. Yolanda Pina Wright gave a beautiful message to us today, along with outstanding graduate student Sarah Stranlin, outstanding undergraduate students. So the outstanding students for the College of Natural and Applied Science were Beverly Belot, outstanding graduate student, and Daisochita Van, outstanding undergraduate. If any of the students are here today, please stand. And those who spoke, you can stand again. Let's give them a hand. That's what it's all about. UHV definitely has outstanding students, but those graduating with honors have shown special dedication to their studies. These undergraduate candidates are wearing gold braids over their robes, and their names are listed in your program. I'm pleased to recognize them today. Candidates graduating cum laude with honor have grade point averages of 3.5 to 3.67 on a 4-point scale. Will those graduating cum laude please stand and be recognized at this time? Congratulations. You can be seated. The undergraduates graduating magna cum laude with high honor have GPAs of 3.68 to 3.84. Please stand so we may recognize you. Congratulations, be seated. And finally, those graduating summa cum laude with highest honor have a 3.85 GPA or higher. Congratulations on this outstanding achievement. Please stand so that we may honor you as well. We are so proud of you and the achievements that you have attained. Next, I would like to call your attention to student members of Academic Honor Society and the UHV Honors Program. These students are wearing cords or stoles to indicate membership in these societies, which are listed in page 7 of your program. Graduates of the Honors Program completed an extensive curriculum supplementing their normal academic work while maintaining a high GPA. They're wearing gold medallions designating their achievements. Would all of the student members of these honor societies and the honors program please stand and be recognized at this time? Congratulations, be seated. You may have noticed graduates wearing red, white, and blue intertwined graduation cords. We call these our Patriot cords. These individuals are wearing the Patriot cords because they are veterans and active service members of the U.S. Armed Forces. At this time, we ask that all the graduating veterans and active service members, as well as any in the building, please stand and be recognized at this time. Thank you. UHV thanks and salutes you for your service to our country. We have also with us graduating international students who are proudly wearing a sash representing their countries of citizenship. International students are those enrolled at UHV on an F and J student visa status, and we are honored to have them with us as graduates. Please stand and be recognized. Congratulations and thank you. In addition, we have some special graduates who are wearing Jaguar Spirit cords. These generous students are participating in our JAGS Give Back program, and we appreciate their support of UHV. If you are a member of this Jaguar Spirit JAG Give Back program, please stand and be recognized at this time. Thank you for your support. If you notice students with teal cords, those are our first gen graduation cords, which denote students who are the first generation in their family to complete a 4-year degree. Please join me in honoring these students who chose to take a new step and change their future by earning a degree. So if you are a first gen student, please stand up at this time. Wow. Please be seated. I know that the families are so proud, including us, your UHV family, are so proud of you and honored that you chose to come here for your college experience. And now, candidates for degrees will be presented. Candidates for the College of Liberal Arts, Social Sciences will be presented by the college's dean, Dr. Kyoko Amano. Candidates for the College of Natural and Applied Science will be presented by the interim dean, Dr. Dmitry Sobolev. Dr. Amano.
So, College of Liberal Arts and Social Sciences, will the candidates for Bachelor of Applied Arts and Sciences, Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Science, Master of Arts, Master of Arts in Interdisciplinary Studies, Master of Fine Arts, and Master of Science degrees please rise? On behalf of the faculty, I present these candidates as having fulfilled the requirements for the designated degrees and recommend that the appropriate degrees be conferred. Please be seated.
For the College of Natural and Applied Science, will the candidates for Bachelors of Science and Master of Science degrees please rise? On behalf of the faculty, I present these candidates as having fulfilled the requirements for the designated degrees and recommend that the appropriate degrees be conferred. Please remain standing, and would all the other graduates please rise as well.
Will the faculty and platform party please rise? President Glenn, it is my distinct honor to present these degree candidates who are students in good standing with the University of Houston, Victoria, and have completed all the requirements for their respective degrees as set forth by the faculty of the university. I recommend that these degrees be conferred.
Students, do you remember when we started and Kai Martinez came out and talked about being present, about being here, right now, fully aware? We do that so that you can now be fully aware of this moment that you've worked so long and so hard for, in the presence of so many people who care about you. Are you present? Then by the authority vested in me by the state of Texas through the Board of Regents of the University of Houston System, and on behalf of the faculty of the Colleges of Liberal Arts and Social Sciences and Natural and Applied Sciences, I confer upon each of you and upon those graduating in absentia your respective degrees with all rights, honors, and privileges thereunto appertaining. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the graduating class of the University of Houston, Victoria. Thank you. Be seated. We're almost there. Just a little bit more in terms of instruction. Graduates, in just a moment, the undergraduate marshal for your respective college will bring you forward. You have your card. You will give that card to either Danny White, if you were in the College of Natural and Applied Sciences, or Woodrow Wagner, if you're in the College of Liberal Arts and Social Sciences. They will call your name. You'll come across the stage and meet me here in the middle. You don't have to shake my hand, but it helps. We're then going to turn and smile at a professional photographer who's going to take a picture of you suitable for framing. And then you're going to exit and go back to your seat. Now, let me speak just for a moment to the families and friends of the graduates who are in the audience. This is a very special time. This is a moment these graduates have been working for years. But it's been my experience that whenever a graduate's name is called at one of these events, there'll be some family member, some yahoo who's going to shout or holler or whistle or jump up and down and embarrass that poor graduate as they walk across the stage. So it's important for me as the president of the university to tell you, go right ahead. This is, after all, a joyous occasion, not a somber one. This is a celebration. We are here to celebrate these graduates and what they have accomplished. So you feel free to raise a ruckus any way you want to. Now, after they've shaken my hand and walked away, then you hush up. Because there'll be another graduate waiting, and you don't want to shout over that graduate's moment on the stage. So now, graduates, if you will follow the direction of the undergraduate marshals and come forward as your name is called.
First one.
It is now my privilege to announce the names of those receiving bachelor degrees from the College of Liberal Arts and Social Sciences. Sakina Ahmed, cum laude. Hussein Alachame. Ashante Maisha Andrews, magna cum laude. Jocelyn Orgueta. Vanessa Renee Avila, summa cum laude. Yaneli Haizar Aziz. Brandon Banuelos. Kayla Nicole Barton, cum laude. Angela Catherine Bartosh. Priscilla Bonilla. Irinconda Basco. Martha Alicia Bouchard, cum laude. Quentin Matthew Josh Burke. Deborah Bird. Ariana Campbell. Dante Capella, summa cum laude. Maritza Contreras. Spencer William Craig. Nathan Matthew Kreider, magna cum laude. Haley Nicole Crow. Camden Lene Cushman. Jennifer De La Garza. Lizette Alexandra Diaz, cum laude. Joseph Scott Dotson. James Roshad Durst. Sarah Madeline Ford, cum laude. Craig Edwin Gambrell, Jr. Jennifer Lizeth Garcia. Melissa Ann Garcia, cum laude. Yolanda Garcia, summa cum laude. Jacob Garza, cum laude. Jalisa Lorena Garza. Destiny Don Gonzalez. Lucero Carrera Gonzalez, summa cum laude. Allison Sylvia Grimes. Robin Denise Gussman, cum laude. Ceci Gutierrez, cum laude. Ruby Ann Hernandez. Marilyn Ann Henry. Pablo Herrera. Elizabeth Carey Isom, summa cum laude. Cursius Janvier, summa cum laude. Oscar Levi Umenes. Isabel Johnson, summa cum laude. Vantea Satina Davis Joseph, magna cum laude. Brian Mathis Gibbs. Keisha Kelly. Sebastian Leal. Brianna Nicole Leon. Alani Joelle Lofton. Jennifer Lee Mann. Corey Markeith Manor. Melanie Ann Marmion, cum laude. Lizvette Anea Martinez. Bridget Jasmine Medina. Dora Alicia Mendoza. Joshua David Moon. Ryan Andrew Mota. Yvonne Nicole Mouton, summa cum laude. Catherine Jane Mick, magna cum laude. Melissa Ann Newsom. Fomoyi Nuju, summa cum laude. Austin Nobile. Ari Gabriel Orhinales. Michelle Jennifer Ortiz, cum laude. Brittany Renee Parker. Alyssa K. Patterson. Ashley Pelton, cum laude. Rebecca Elena Perez. Tu Treng Hang Pan, cum laude. Tamia Pruden. Alanis Cosado. Troy Robertson. Christian Rodriguez, magna cum laude. Nancy Veronica Rodriguez. Brandy Nicole Rogers, magna cum laude. Erwin Emmanuel Rosales, cum laude. Valerie Nicole Ruiz, cum laude. Jose Ruvalcaba. Elia Veronica Sanchez, summa cum laude. Kaylin Sanders, cum laude. Tovia Latrice Singletary. Beverly Dawn Squires, summa cum laude. Sarah Jean Stanilin, summa cum laude, outstanding student. Brian Sturm, summa cum laude. Jennifer Len Torres. Gloria Ijoma Tani, cum laude. Sachiana Van, cum laude. Gabriela Valise. Desiree Christian Viesca, magna cum laude. Claire Villanueva. Trevor Sneed Wiseman, summa cum laude. Victoria Zamaripa. I am now pleased to announce the names of those receiving master's degrees from the College of Liberal Arts and Social Sciences. Sadie Renee Atha. Yolanda K. Brooks Brown. Juhi Dev. Jacqueline Cortez Johnson. Margaret Marie Johnston. Aliyah Agastasia Lewis. Marco Antonio Lorera. Kimberly Salina Rodriguez. Abram Eugene Turner. Cassandra Lee Ward. Bethany Michelle Welch. Kara Suzanne Williams. Yolanda Pena Wright, outstanding student. This concludes the graduates of the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences.
It is now my privilege to announce the names of those receiving a bachelor's degree from the College of Natural and Applied Sciences. Santiago Abaga Asogono. Rita Diles Asane. Miguel A. Barajas, summa cum laude. Philip Daniel Barnes. Jasmine M. Benavides, cum laude. Andrew Charles Davila, cum laude. Jalen Christopher Durr. Aaron Giles, cum laude. Paul Stephen Gomez, magna cum laude. Michelle Cohn. James Alexander Ledesma. Spencer T. Miller. Veronica R. Murray. Randy Nunez. Destiny Lachey Ortega. Ashwin Rahman. Mariano Ramirez III, cum laude. Melinda Nicole Reyes, cum laude. Ali Ahmad Siddiqui. Thanks. Ryan Schneider Ainley, cum laude. Disociata Van, summa cum laude, outstanding undergraduate student. Jacob Ryan Vela, magna cum laude. Zion Walker. Shwen Yu. And it is now my privilege to announce the names of those receiving a master's degree from the College of Natural and Applied Sciences. Marcus Wayne Armstrong. Shilpa C. Batkande. Arnold Christopher Dugby. Bianca Ford. Hima Bindu Gadaparty. Chang Lei Nat Hyung. Damilola Onwumi Ojo. Isine Glory Joe Ekmekwe. Anusha Patty Bandla. Nicholas Craig Ratcliffe. Likita Singham Seti. Sai Chandupatla. Pavitra Sivashunamram. And that concludes the announcement of the graduates from the College of Natural and Applied Science.
At this point in our ceremony, it is customary and appropriate for bachelor's recipients to move the tassel on their mortarboard from the right to the left to signify that they are now recipients of a degree of higher learning. If you are wearing a UHV class ring, you may also turn your ring so that the seal faces away from you. Congratulations again to all of our degree recipients and welcome to the company of educated persons. Let's give our graduates a final round of applause. Graduates, you now join more than 23,000 alumni of the University of Houston-Victoria. We invite you to become active alumni and keep close ties to your alma mater. We want to hear what you are doing to continue to make your mark on the world. It is now our pleasure to induct this graduated class into the alumni of the University of Houston-Victoria. So I would like to invite Dr. Tina Harrington, a UHV alumna, a retired school superintendent, a current UHV adjunct instructor, and a member of the UHV President Regional Advisory Board to induct the fall 2022 graduating class. Dr. Harrington earned 3 degrees from UHV, a Bachelor of Science in 1990, a Master of Education in 1993, and another Master of Education in 2001.
Thank you, President Glenn. You are now the representatives in your chosen fields and in your communities. The strength of the alumni and the university depends upon the strengths of all of you. The university will be your gateway to fuller, more meaningful lives. The alumni join you in your pledge of service to the end that as alumni together, you may continue to grow in service to our great university, the University of Houston-Victoria, the community, and the nation. As a proud alumni of the University of Houston-Victoria, I congratulate you, the class of 2022.
At this time, I'm going to ask Brian Gibbs to come back to the lectern. As you recall, Brian sang the national anthem. He's now going to help us engage in another tradition in graduation ceremonies, and that's the singing of the alma mater. Now, I know all of my graduates know the words by heart, but for those of you in the audience, turn to the last page of your program and you'll see the words. Graduates, I will be looking to see if your lips are moving. Following the singing of the alma mater, please remain standing for the benediction.
Sing
now I want to leave you with the Franciscan benediction. May God bless you with discomfort at easy answers, half-truths, and superficial relationships so that you may live deep within your heart. May God bless you with anger at injustice, oppression, and exploitation of people so that you may work for justice, freedom, and peace. May God bless you with tears to shed for those who suffer pain, rejection, hunger, and war, so that you may reach out your hand to comfort them and turn their pain into joy. And may God bless you with enough foolishness to believe that you can make a difference in the world so that you can do what others claim cannot be done, to bring justice and kindness to all of our children and the poor. Amen. You may be seated. It takes many people to plan and organize a commencement ceremony. I would like to thank the staff who made this ceremony possible. Your hard work is much appreciated. And of course, thanks to all of our special guests for being with us today. Let me also say to our graduates how proud we are of your accomplishments. Many of you have overcome numerous challenges to reach this day, and so we salute you. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us at the commencement ceremony of the University of Houston, Victoria. If you would, please remain seated during the processional of the platform party. Once again, congratulations, go Jags.